seed tonight from Kirkville, New York, Bill Timmons. All right, our number 3 seed tonight is Joe Conti Jr. from Liverpool, New York. All right, our number 2 seed tonight, Derek Magno from Cicero. Here's our number 1 seed, Steve Susslick from Elbridge. All right, let's have a nice applaud for all of them and we get this first game started.
All right, welcome bowlers, tournament fans. First match, Joe Conti versus Bill Timmons. This is a match in the loser's bracket. Joe is going to start on lane 33.
Okay, I'm here with the number 3 seed for this evening, Joe Conti Jr. from Liverpool, New York. Joe, tell us how you got to tonight. How you bowling this tournament?
I'm doing good. I've actually been able to bowl my game, making all my spares, making good shots, been able to regroup. I've been down in matches, and I hope I can do the same thing tonight.
Okay, great. Hope you have a good tournament, have a good night. And what do you like to do when you're off the lanes besides fighting crime as Batman?
Well, as Batman, I got to keep myself in shape, so I go to the gym a lot, just hang out with friends, and just relax, because I'm mostly tired at the end of the day.
All right, great. Have a nice night on the lanes tonight.
And Joe starts with a strike.
All right. We're going to have a good show tonight. Here comes Bill, number 3 seed, Bill Timmons from Kirkville. He's the number 4 seed, actually. I'm here with the number 4 seed today, Bill Timmons from Kirkville, New York. Bill, what do you think got you here tonight? What have you been doing on the lanes?
Just surviving. Pulled a lot of good bowlers that didn't have their best of days, and I've been surviving, that's all.
Well, it is a match play tournament, so it's a little different than sport. And what do you like to do when you're not on the lanes?
I play a lot of basketball, a lot of golf.
All right, good. Bill, good luck tonight. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bill's best previous finish in this tournament, 2002, he made the top 8. And high flush carries. We're off to a good start. See contrast in styles here. Bill a little bit more on the side of the ball, hooks the ball a little more than Joe.
Bill's got some of his fans here, his wife Melissa, and there's son Sean here rooting him on tonight.
High flush again. Great shot by Bill. Nice start. Joe's best finish in this tournament 2 years ago. He finished second. He hasn't bowled it since. Well, he's back tonight. Try to win the title. Carries a light strike. We're tied after 2.
Joe, his absence is because he's a letter carrier with the Postal Service. He's here with his big fans here, his mother Mary Ann, his dad Joe, his girlfriend Kristen, and their little doggy here, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian. Joe on lane 33. Try to throw a triple. Same shot as 34. Nice light mixer. And Joe starts with a 3-bagger. Ball goes a little high. Bill leaves a 4-10 split. Might have been a little soft on that shot. Gives Joe an early advantage. Going for the spare. Gets the single pin.
Bill coming in tonight, he has a record of 6-1. He's averaged 196 during match play. He qualified with a 652 score, and his opponents have averaged 187 against him. His lone loss is against Steve Susslick, the number 1 seed.
Bill throws that shot a little wide. Comes in short of the head pin, gets a lucky break on the 10, leaving just the 1-2. Should be an easy spare for Bill. Bowling in 3 leagues this year. Bowls in the Lakeview PBA Doubles League on Mondays, Bowling Green on Wednesday nights, and then Fridays at Bowlmore. He converts the spare, and get back on the board. Joe had the highest average against in this tournament by almost 10 pins of our 4 finalists. His competitors averaged over 197, going for the ham bone. Gets a little straight up the lane.
You had to say ham bone, didn't you?
Leaves the weak 10. Joe's a very experienced tournament bowler. His resume is very impressive. Right now he's only bowling, he missed the 10 pin. It's very unusual.
Joe's been very accurate on all his spares through all of his matches so far this year in this year's tournament.
Carries the highest average into the finals. So he has an 11 pin lead right now in the 5th frame. Goes the flush strike.
Bill, when he's not on the lanes, he's a service tech for cash counting machines. He works a lot of places like the casino and things like that.
Better shot there from Bill. Flush strike. Bill's down 11 pins going into the 6th frame. Also on Bill's resume, he has 3 city tournament titles, including a doubles title with the late Tim Adams. Up on lane 33 in the 6th frame. On a strike. Looks like a good shot. Comes in a little light, leaves a 2 pin. It's hard to tell from the replay monitor if the lanes are getting a little tricky or Bill got that shot wide. Throw out the 2 pin. It's a conversion.
By the way, that replay monitor, as Mikey refers to, that'll be when we watch this on YouTube.
All right, Joe's on a strike coming up in the 6th frame. Another light shot, leaves a 7 pin. Joe's a very impressive resume. He's bowling one night a week right now. Tuesdays in the CNY Auto Body Supply PBA Classic. And his spare attempt at 7 pin is successful. His highest career accomplishments included the 2009 Bowlers Journal Magazine Singles Championship. 2013, he paired with later competitor Derek Magno, coming 3rd in the USBC National Open Championship. He has 2 city tournament titles, 1 state title. He's won the Fulton Masters, the Auburn Sport Tournament Masters, and the Kingpin Singles held at Kingpin Lanes in Rome. Joe goes a little high there, leaves a 9 pin, and maintains his 11 pin lead now to 10 pins.
Folks at home, just so you know, if there's a tie, it will go to sudden death, single ball, or ball on the lane they started on, or the lane they finished on, and it'll go until to declare a winner.
Joe misses the 9 pin on the right. He didn't throw his spare ball on that shot. He thought the ball would hook up. It's an indication the pattern is definitely not a house shot. It's usually the bowlers would have friction to the right. The 9 pin would be a very easy spare. So the strike here, Bill can take a 1 pin lead. And he strikes. So Bill up in the 8th frame. He strikes here, he'll take an 11 pin lead. Looks like a good shot. Splits the 8-9. Flush. 11-pin lead for Bill. Let's see if Joe can bounce back from that error up in the 8th frame.
Well, Joe can swing him when he needs to. He can be tough.
Right now, Joe has a maximum 225 left. Bill has 236. Looks like a better shot off his hand and his flush strike. So now in the 9th, Joe can strike here, cut the lead. There's deficit back down to 1 pin. Let's it go. High flush, great shot. So Bill's up in the 9th frame. He can close out the match. In the 9th and 10th. He needs to strike first. Right now he has a 1-pin advantage. Just like he gets it up a little bit, goes high, leaves a 9-pin. So now we're looking at a maximum score of Bill of 215 and Joe 225. Bill shows Joe how to make the 9-pin.
By the way, for the folks at home watching, you may see Mark Sabatine over there. He's our follow judge for the evening. And Mark, from years of doing that on the PBA Tour and being a lane man.
Looks like he's sleeping there, Colin.
Yeah, he's staring intently at the line.
All right, Bill up in the 10th. Looks like a better shot. This went a little soft.
One hooked early.
Or it hooked early. 3-6-10. And the count is huge. So now Bill's a maximum of 202. So Joe can spare for 204. So if Bill converts this spare and then strikes, Joe will see a good count and fill the frame. Throws it 3-6-10 and misses it on the right. It's like there's a little hang zone there in that lane especially. That's where Joe missed his 9-pin. Joe missed a 3-pin. Bill missed a 3-pin. Shoots 191. So now Joe just needs a good count here. 9's a winner. Let's it go.
Looks good.
And he strikes, and the winning first match is Joe Conklin Jr.
That's good fill right there, a strike. Well, Joe looking to avenge his loss the last time he made a TV show. Joe changed ball there to make a little experiment.
Put that one back in the bag.
Always good advice when Jeff Francisco's around.
So ends up with 211. So wins the first match 211 to 191.
All right, we can get ready here. Start game 2. Number 2 seed Derek wants Joe to start on the left lane, so he's going to throw the first ball in 33. Joe starts right out of the box with a strike. Looked a little funny on his footwork there, but successful. Number 2 seed Derek is a dental assistant. He's here with his girlfriend Sarah. The number 2 seed Derek Magno from Cicero, New York. Derek, how are you bowling in this tournament? What got you here tonight?
I've been bowling well. Had some nice, tight, tough matches I've made it through. Got some lucky breaks and had some easier matches. Throwing it good and looking to have a good night tonight here on the lanes.
Good, good. And what do you like to do when you're off the lanes?
I work at a great dental office out in Manlius. I like to help people fix up the teeth and make them look nice and pretty. And bowl and watch SU Sports.
All right, awesome. You have a great night on the lane tonight. A little bit of mixer there. Derek starts out with a strike.
Derek and Joe, both graduates of the Liverpool High School bowling program. They both have state titles. Two great opening shots from Derek. He's been on a mission this year. His resume is very impressive. Let's see if Joe can answer back. And he's in the pocket. Throws the head pin across the lane, but it's in front of the 10 pin, leaves the 10.
A couple of facts about this year's tournament. We drew 717 bowlers. That included defending champion Tim Becker, which was only 75 short of being a full tournament, considering the weather we had that weekend. Congratulations to all the bowlers making it.
Hey, Joe makes a 10 pin. And he gets the sarcastic applause from the crowd.
And at 717 bowlers, there were 10 women that competed. We thank them. And it ended up with a cut of 579, actually a four-way tie for a roll-off.
So shot comes in late, he carries the mixer. Derek has had great success nationally. He has 2 top 10 finishes in the USBC National Tournament. He was Joe's doubles partner in 2013, where they finished 3rd. Derek also was 7th in 2014 in the singles.
Pretty impressive stats right there at a national level.
And Derek shows Joe how the scout is done. Hot start for Derek, starting with a triple and a 20-pin lead. Also in Derek's resume, he's won the Fulton Masters, the Auburn Sport Masters, the Ripper-Rack tournament in Ithaca. Last weekend he won the sweeper at Brockmeyer Lanes, Doug Kent's house in Canandaigua, New York. He's a 2-time title holder in the Fulton doubles. And he's got a 4-bagger, start strong against his close friend Derek, Joe Compton.
Good job, Mikey.
Yeah.
4-bagger, nothing that goes in the soup.
No ham bone. It's not a ham bone if you have a scout on there, Bill.
Okay. Still goes in the soup.
Joe's got to dig in and try to answer back up in the 4th frame. Throws it with a little extra zip. Oh, leaves an 8-pin. Great shot.
Can't throw pretty much any better than that. That's a bad break right there. Keep close in this match.
Joe's got to make the spare, regroup, and just keep throwing great shots. Throws his hook ball at it and makes a spare. That bad break by Joe extends the deficit to 30 pins. We're
One
just in
game
the
match.
4th frame.
Not a lot of time to make up ground. Got to start back right now.
Joe's shot on lane 33, carries another light mixer. So Derek coming up in the 5th frame. On the 4-bagger. Looks like you got that one in a little bit. Held. There it is. And he carries the strike. Derek's currently bowling in 2 of the PBA pattern leagues in Central New York. One in Lakeview and one in Leesport. Gets that shot in and breaks up the split, leaving just the 4-pin. For the spare, his lead will be 39. See if Joe can whittle back into that lead. It's been flushed twice on this lane. One shot through a scout across the face of the 10 pin. Last shot on this lane, he was high with a stone 8. That one's even better.
No 8 pin.
He carries the strike.
Joe looks like he's throwing about a mile faster on the right lane than he did on the left lane. I think he's a little pumped up there to get that 8 pin out.
Strike here to lead further in the lead and cut it to 19 pins. Gets it off his hand, looks like it's going to be light, and he throws it past the head pin, leaving the 1-2-4. Normally an easy spare for Joe, but not the shot he wanted to throw there. He avoids the chop and makes a spare, and now Derek gets up in the 7th with a 32 pin lead. I was a little weak, left a weak 10 on that shot. The spare here, he's still in very good control of this match. Picks up his logos, custom embroidery spare ball. And successfully converts.
Yes, Logos custom embroidery plus a whole lot more. Rush jobs, your garment, promo items, screen printing, we do it. If you like our teal shirts that we're wearing tonight, just call TJ. He'll get an order ready for you in a snap.
So you got around that one a little bit more. And carries the strike. Joe gets that shot going up the lane. Leaves a 6-9-10. Getting to be desperation time. He's down 34 pins. Makes a 6-9-10. And Joe needs a strike here.
Might as well do another plug here for one of our sponsors, Bethlehem Russell and Associates, Principal Financial Group. We'll give you an edge.
Does Joe have any chance in this match? He needs to strike here. Looks like a little better shot. Carries. So Joe's at 164 in the 8th. Derek's 178 in the 7th with a strike up in the 8th. Joe's at max 224. Derek can strike out for 268.
So when they're between matches, I'm going to hang up and I'll call you back. Because there's about 5 or 7 minutes between matches.
And Derek's shot, the 8-pin equalizer.
Wow. Throwing too
They
much
would
better
have
than
put
that.
Joe away.
At this point, Derek just needs to fill the boxes.
Yep. Spare here and stay behind the foul line. Watched carefully by former PBA foul judge Mark Sabatini. There's the spare.
He moved. He is awake.
So Derek just needs a good fill here. That's going to be enough. He carries the strike. So it's going to be Derek Magno getting a chance to avenge his loss earlier in the tournament. Steve Suslick. Joe's going to sneak in and finish up his game. Great finish by Joe Conti again this year. I'm sure he's disappointed. Derek has definitely had the hot hand.
to be ashamed of. Joe had a great run, especially his last three matches at Salve, where he actually threw 700 all three matches.
Derek finished was 238. Joe's going to end up in the 220s. And Derek and Steve Sussel. But Derek's going to have to beat Steve twice because Derek is coming out of the loser's bracket. We're back for the first match here. Derek and Steve Susslick. Now Derek's coming out of loser's bracket, so he has to beat Steve twice.
So Steve's a higher seed. He gets to choose which lane he would like to start / finish on. So looks like he's decided he's going to start on 33. He's going to start on 34. So Derek's going to start the match on 33.
All right, I'm here with the top dog, #1 seed, Steve Susslick from Elbridge, New York. Steve, what got you here today and this evening, and how are you bowling in the tournament?
Actually, the beginning of the year, I didn't bowl as well as I'd like. Just didn't feel like I got it. I didn't have it. I worked on the game a little bit the last month or so, and I'm peaking at the right time. So I'm actually throwing the ball good. This tournament started, and I guess if you're going to bowl well, I go, this would be the time to do it. You know, I got a little shades of 2010, so here I'm here again. I'm excited.
Great. Hope you have a great night. And what do you like to do when you're off the lanes?
I definitely like to go golf. I like to play golf with Benny Appleby and a bunch of my friends here at home. Any chance I get, I play a couple nights a week.
Great. Congratulations on getting here at the #1 seed. Hope you have a great night. Thank you. Steve from Elbridge, New York. He's 7-0 so far in the tournament. He qualified with a 617, and he's averaging 218 in match play. As a matter of fact, he beat Derek in his last match Sunday at Salve.
So Derek and Steve were the last two undefeateds.
They were, yes.
Steve's coming up on lane 34 to start the match. First shot a little light, leaves a light 10 pin. Steve is another product of the Sport League system. He's been bowling in the PBA Sport Leagues for many years, currently bowling Mondays in the league at Lakeview, and also Wednesdays in the Bill Stanley Memorial in Wheat Sport.
Steve, also a better carrier, and 50% of our field with the Postal Service tonight. They were well represented.
Steve's throwing a 10 pin versus spare.
Cheering Steve on tonight is his wife Doreen.
Derek, first shot on lane 33. Soft as hand, high flush, and leaves a 9 pin.
I noticed Steve's using a little bit more aggressive, duller surface balls. They're both playing the same part of the lane, but Derek's got a shinier ball. Looks like a rotor grip cell of some type. Piper skid cell, I assume.
9 pins, no challenge.
So far in the tournament, coming into tonight, he already bowled in his tournament 3,677 games. And it still takes 6 or 8 more to be determined. So there's a lot of bowling going on in Syracuse this last couple of weekends.
Yeah, I think the consensus is this is a great tournament throughout Central New York for everybody involved. Whether you're a mid-handicap average bowler or a scratch bowler, on to the left or top 10.
High flush, Derek. I think most of the bowlers that bowled in it appreciated the tougher scoring conditions this year.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think everybody likes the challenge when you come out to bowl a Masters type tournament.
It's a different type of tournament. It's not a pin tournament. It's head to head, you against the other guy.
Absolutely. Tiger up on 33. Looks like a good shot off his hand. My early look is that I think Tiger might just have a little bit too much surface on his ball.
that
His
burned up a little bit.
ball's not really reading the back part of the lane the right way. 2 shots in the pocket though, you never know. A little adjustment with the hand here or there.
Tiger converts the spare.
Tiger, not only is he using a strong surface and a strong weight block, he's also got a pin that's low on below his fingers, which tends to kind of roll up a little earlier. I think he might be concerned about the volume of oil in the middle of the lane and wants to just get the ball started a little earlier. That looks like a good shot. I got it out in the lane a little bit better. And
Splits the 8-9 for the strike.
For the folks at home, just to let you know what the prizes are for tonight's 4 bowlers. 4th place was $750. 3rd place, $900. Second place is going to be $1,200. And tonight's first prize is going to be $2,200. Not a bad little event for $40 entry.
no, and obviously the community support is huge.
Eric flush on lane 33.
You might not be able to see it on TV right now, but there's probably a good 250 people standing behind us watching right now. This is always draws out big crowds throughout qualifying, throughout early stages of match play, even finals of match play. It's definitely the crown jewel of the Syracuse area bowling tournament.
Derek up in the 4th with an 11-pin lead. Carries. Extends his lead to 21.
One thing I did notice is that both guys look like they're trying to get the ball out on the lane a little bit more, try to eliminate a little bit of that the early skid, so that it'll read the mid lane and the back ends a little bit easier.
Staples not through that score sheet. Steve up in lane 33 to try to answer with a double of his own. Oh, steps back, a little balk, some movement over at the official scorers table.
Actually, I think our world famous Fran Perino might have got him a little bit with her chuckle there. Again, he got it a little bit early on the lane. I think he really needs to get it out on the lane a little bit better so it'll read that back end better.
One of our awards we gave out this year, the Wins Chetting Award, which is named after the first Masters winner, is presented to the bowler with the highest qualifying score. This year's winner is Brandon Burmeister with a score of 706 in qualifying.
Steve's an excellent spare bowler.
I don't think
That's
Mike will be
twice.
allowed to comment on his
Mike
spare
has to
shooting
stop
anymore.
talking about people's
Twice
spare
like Jake's spare shooters tonight.
Wow.
You know, that's the hard part about this tournament. It's a grind from start to finish. Every frame matters. Strike spares doesn't matter. You need to fill frames as much as you can. But it even intensifies itself a little bit more once you get down to a one-game match. That's a good shot. Oh, that's a horrible break.
He's a 9-pin on lane 34.
Yeah, you can see there on that shot, he just projected it out on the lane a little bit better.
Ball
It's
reads
not
it
much.
totally different.
It's not much. It might be even 6 inches, a foot at the most. Just get it out on the lane, get it eliminate a little bit more than head oil. It reads the mid lane and the back end so much better. That was a great shot. You really couldn't do anything anything better than that. It's just a horrible break. Great job, man.
Got another award here, that the Bert Sarno Senior Award. It's named after a longtime SBA director. It's presented to the bowler with the highest match play series. And our number one seed tonight is the recipient of that award, Steve Sussler, with a high series of 748 during match play.
Derek up to extend his lead. There's a strike. He's really loose right now. He's bowling with a lot of confidence.
Well, Derek's been bowling phenomenal the last, I don't even know, 4, 5, 6, 10 years. He puts a lot of effort into his game, spends a lot of time out on the road, goes wherever he's got to go to bowl, and he's definitely got his heart and his soul into it.
He's up in the 6 with a 43-pin lead. Looking to extend it even more.
A little left off his hand. I think that's the big difference between the ball that he's using and the ball that Steve Sussex is using. Is Derek's ball will scoot down the lane a little bit easier than Steve's. Steve's will pick up a little bit earlier, which is kind of a detriment because it's kind of actually burning itself up. So it doesn't really have the energy when it hits the pocket. Got that one.
Feels a little better. Looks like you spun that one a little more.
Yeah, he's still got that on early in the lane. In the third frame, he got it out in the lane nice and smooth. The red the back end is much better. I really think he needs concentrate on that.
Steve's resume includes the Auburn Association high average 2 times, mostly bowls in Auburn. He has the Association High Series in Auburn at 845. He's made the New York State Masters stepladder final 3 times. Second place finish in the Van Wee doubles with Dan Bibbins. He's won the Auburn Masters. And he's throwing a double, trying to answer back here.
Yeah, really, it's not a matter of hitting the pocket. These guys have both hit the pocket almost every frame here and every shot. It's just a matter of getting the ball to read the lane the right way.
I want to send out many thanks to the centers that helped us with this tournament this year. AMF Strike and Spare, Bowmore Lanes, Salisbury Recreation, and Flamingo Bowl for hosting us. Thank you to all this year's participants, and we hope to see you all next year.
Derek strikes again.
Yeah, you can tell Derek's got a lot of confidence in his game, and rightly so. He's finished in the top 10 in the USBCs 2 of the last 3 years.
So if Derek throws this strike, it might be in Steve's best interest to maybe change his line or try to get a different look with a different ball, because it looks like they'll be bowling another game.
Steve's got 237 left, so it's
He's got it going today. Derek with a 7-bagger, maximum 290.
Another one of our sponsors that helped us with the tournament this year, Fish Cove, North Syracuse and Bayberry, owned by one of our fellow bowlers, Joey Fidelli. Why cook dinner when we can cook it for you?
This is must-strike time for Steve.
It's a much better shot. He got it on the lane, and you can see the way the ball just checks up just a little bit earlier and rolls to the pin so much better. Like I said, it's not a matter of either of these guys being lined up the right way. Neither one has missed the pocket. It's just a matter of how the ball reads the lane and how it goes through the fence.
Steven and
Another good shot.
ball checked up a little bit.
Maybe a little soft with the speed, but at this point, this game
Three, four,
really,
six,
it's
seven.
really just about trying to look for something for the next match, because this game's all wrapped up, and we're gonna have a 1-game roll-off to see who wins this tournament.
That's true.
I anticipate a very intense, high-scoring game the next game. Neither one of these guys are willing to give up at all, so I see a lot of strikes and should come down to the last frame the next game.
Derek carries again. He's got everything working tonight.
Well, it's really a factor of the amount of work and bowling on tougher conditions, bowling in the sport leagues. These guys, all four of these finalists tonight, have been bowling in sport leagues for a long time. They're not afraid to get challenged a little bit and put it out there, you know. Average 190 or 200, who cares? They just want to get better. And obviously they are. I mean, Derek's bowling as good as anybody I've ever seen.
Breaks off for the 10.
Really, Steve is too. I mean, I think he's trying to find something that last frame, and he saw the writing on the wall. He's just trying to fish around and see what he can find for the next game. It's come down to a one-game match.
Derek will strike here to finish up at 269.
This game ends. Steve, who was the number 1 seed, will still get to choose what lane he would like to start on and finish on.
.268 for Derek. And we're going to a final game.
And if you notice, Steve just picked up a different ball. He's going to try a different look here. I think he realizes that he needs to get his ball down the lane a little bit better and needs to read the back ends more than he needs the front ends, and that's a great shot right
That's
there.
a very good shot. Went to a much less aggressive ball. Symmetrical core.
Well, Steve is a smart
Shiny
guy. He
surface.
realizes that, hitting the pocket is number 1. Number 2 is watching your ball go through the pin to see how it reads the rest of the lane. Might have been a little bit conflicted with the amount of oil or the look he had earlier on in the day. But I think that's a smart ball move, and I expect a high-scoring match in the next game.
Steve carries the second one in the 10th, can finish with 199.
Really, 199 is not inducive to what he shot. He hit the pocket every shot except for the 9th frame when I think he was just trying to fish for a little bit something else, and it really was a good game.
Well, it's going to be a good match. Steve's got it figured out now.
Steve got a good look there. I think he made the right move.
So this is it.
2016 Herald Masters Championship Tournament final match.
Well, it's the post-standard Masters now because there's only one paper, but the Herald Masters
That's true.
affectionately is still called that. It's been that for a lot of years.
That's true. It's old habit.
This match, Steve gets the choice. He lets Derek start the match. Derek starts out with a 4-pin.
Took a good shot. I think he got it into the dry just a little bit too quick.
Derek covers the 4 with his logo's custom embroidery ball.
Yeah, I believe he is the main staff member for the Logos Plus.
They specialize in spare balls, don't they?
Specialize in spare balls and all your embroidery needs.
Steve up on lane 33. Let's see if he can continue the success he found at the end of the last game with his ball change. He didn't like it off his hand, but he got the push and carried a light hit.
He didn't like it, and that's the key with using a weaker, shinier ball that automatically is going to get through the front because it's going to save a little bit of energy for the back. Using that stronger, duller ball, that ball when it hits the dry, it's already burned up. So that's a really smart move for Steve to make that move in the 10th frame last game.
Start out with the match with a double.
A
Nope.
little firm on that one. A little firm.
Leaves a 2-4-8.
We just want to thank all fans and our participants in this year's tournament. From our staff, Joe DeBello, Jody Van Loo, one of our announcers tonight, Mike Carno, Frank Valentine, Phil Spivak, and Joey Petrowski, one of our guest announcers, and myself, Bill Bangle. Thanks for everybody.
Switched to the hooking ball for that spare and hooked past it.
I think that was a mental error. I don't think he really realized what was going on in the middle of the lane there, and he went back to what he was comfortable with, and I think that was a mistake. Still early. We got a lot of game left.
Derek Lush on lane 33.
Derek's a champion. He recognizes that a mental mistake by his opponent, he needs to capitalize it. And I really see him throwing this ball just as good as that last shot.
Another one of our sponsors is Bar in Armory Square. If you need a cocktail, stop on downtown in Armory Square.
Derek on lane 34. Let's try to throw a double. A little firm. Comes in light. Use a 2-4-5.
Both these guys got a little amped up on the right lane here. Similar leaves, similar shots. It's a little strong, and the ball just flies to the front part of the lane, doesn't get a chance to read the mid lane. Derek's a great spare shooter, though. I don't see a problem with this.
I'm not saying anything about
Late.
spares.
Yeah, you've been the kiss of death on that.
Perfect conversion.
One more of our sponsors, Nick Tomatoes Pie in downtown Syracuse in Armory Square. Stop in for a slice.
So really, if Steve can throw a double here, this is basically an even
Back
match.
to an even match. Trips to 10.
It should be noted that all four of these guys are pretty good friends. You know, they all compete together, bowl a lot of tournaments together, and it's unfortunate that you got to bowl against each other, but that's the way it works when championship bowling comes around. Sometimes you got to beat your friends.
Steve for the double. Get that shot wide, and it runs
Oh,
lane,
he
came
liked
back,
it.
and I think
There's a nice
he's
shot.
lane right now.
He wasn't so sure about that, but I think that was a lot better than the last shot on that lane. He got it to the right part of the lane, down the lane.
And one of our sponsors during the tournament was G&S Pro Shop, located in Lakeview Bowling Center for your bowling needs.
Perfect shot on lane 33. There's a 2-pin lead into the 5th frame.
Shot on this lane.
The difference that you see in these two games right here is Derek is using a little bit more of a speed. What's the right word I'm looking
Trickery.
for? Using a speed positive shot. Derek's trying to capitalize.
I like that one off his hand.
Derek's
He's
trying to
rewarded.
capitalize on the middle part of the lane with the hold that he has, and Steve's actually trying to get it to the right spots to get his ball to square up a little bit more. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but these guys the difference is about 3 miles per hour on the jugs gun.
The Yankees did play their opening game today, so
We are in spring training, so baseball is here. That's a really good shot.
Comes in light, leaves the 8 pin.
Steve might be battling a little bit of carry down right now, but that looked pretty good off his hand. He got the right spot. He looked right speed. He's been right around 15.5 miles per hour the whole time. And
Could have been a case of him seeing the friction on lane 34 in his last shot and trying to get that ball to the same spot. Just not quite as much recovery on lane 33. Covers the spare. It's down 13 pins. Up in the 6th frame.
another one of our sponsors in the tournament was Bowmore Pro Shop, located in Bowmore Lanes in East Syracuse.
Good frame for Steve to build a foundation on. Get a little run here and see what can happen. He likes it. A little bit soft maybe. Yeah, just a little bit soft off his hand. The lanes are starting to break down a little bit different. It looks like the right lane's hooked a little bit more and the left lane is causing him some fits. I think what you saw the last couple of frames is they made adjustments off of what they saw on 33, and the two lanes are playing quite differently, so it's a little fine tuning to get there. That's a good spare by Steve.
So Derek comes up with a 14-pin lead.
Not striking there is not a huge thing. It's about obviously it's 11-pin difference, but really getting a double in the next couple of frames is more important. And it's always good to miss on a non-strike than a strike. Score doesn't show, but it's still a pretty even match.
Great shot by Derek.
You
Sends
see
his
the
lead to 24
determination
pins.
in his eyes. He's wanted this tournament for a long time, as everyone has. This is the reason. This is the apex of the bowling community in Syracuse right here. This tournament.
Right now, they're not just bowling for the money; they're bowling for that big eagle that's sitting there on the table. That's something that'll always last. The money will go, but that's always show you your accomplishment.
The eagle is great to have on your mantle at home, but having your name on that plaque that hangs in bowling centers.
Likes it. Carries the 10th pin.
That flag hangs around in bowling centers all around the world, or all around the community.
Yes.
And it's
The plaque Joey's referring to is all the past champions for 56 years, and tonight's winner will go on there, and the winning bowler gets to hang that in his home house for one season.
There's a lot
of history on that
of
plaque.
a lot of history, a lot of good names on that plaque.
Steve shot on lane 33. Good shot, leaves a 10 pin.
Our awards were done by Bowmore Pro Shop. Nice job, Rosa. Thank you.
With a spare here, Steve will have a max on 225.
Yeah, he really needs to strike on the next shot and build a foundation. It's a very important spare, as they all are, but at this point in the match, he really needs a strike right here. Thanks, Bo Carno, for that must-strike situation comment.
Are you Chris Petrosky?
Please do not correlate me with anywhere in there. I cannot even begin to walk in his footsteps.
Steve denied again.
Really, what I'm seeing is that Steve. The difference in the two bowlers is Steve is getting the ball started early on the lane. Derek is getting the ball out on the lane a little bit different, and it might not seem like such a big thing from someone standing behind, but it really makes a big difference when your ball is reading the lane. That just that 6 inches of that 1 foot difference makes a world of difference later on in the lane.
One more sponsor that helped us out this year with the tournament, and that's Striking Results Pro Shop and Striking Spare. Stop in and see our buddy George.
George Kavanaugh, one of the best drillers around. Huge inventory. The guy, if you need anything, you show up at Striking Results, he'll have it. I guarantee
He could have made it tonight. He was going to be the straight man for our jokes.
And hard to beat George in a one-liner.
Derek likes it in his hand. It's a 5-bagger, and just about closes out the match.
Stay tuned after this match, folks. We'll have an award ceremony with the two bowlers that we have out there.
At this point, all Derek needs is some good count these last 2 frames. He's not slowing down. And that's it.
You can see the emotion on his face and his reaction. This tournament means so much to everybody that bowls in this tournament. You get down to the final 24, final 12, final 8, and then right down here to the final 2. There's so much work involved, so much dedication involved in bowling this tournament that it means so much. And to go along with the history of this tournament, it's impressive. Winning this tournament is an impressive feat no matter what happens. Hats off to Steve, though. I mean, he bowled great the entire time.
Great tournament.
Got nothing to be ashamed of. He realizes that he might want to do a couple things different, but he bowled great, and he'll be back next year for sure. It's all academic now. Steve's just going through emotions, getting out of the way. He's frustrated, obviously, but he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He bowled a great tournament, absolutely. Steve will be back, no doubt about it.
Nice spare conversion there.
Derek looking to close it out. Become the 2016 Post Standard Masters champion.
Hey, we need this one, Max!
Well, he plays to the crowd on that one.
PJ, sorry I didn't use your ball more.
Impressive final. Derek finishing tournament with 269, 259. Clean.
Folks, we got this year's runner-up, Steve Suslick. Had a nice outing, nothing to be ashamed with. We're going to send him off with $1,200 and this Eagle Trophy. Congratulations, Steve. Fantastic tournament. Thank you. Present to you the 2016 Postmasters champion. Let's have a nice round of applause for Derek Magno. There you go. All right, also we have for you, we got a $2,200 check and Post-Standard Masters plaque to be put on the wall in your own house. Congratulations. Thank you.